Good day to you all audience out there. Today I'll be presenting to you all a smart queue management system that helps us improve our restaurant operational efficiency and gives us all students a better time in the restaurant. Our motto is skip the queue and enjoy your meal. Let me paint you a story. At around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., when you want to rush for a class and only have half an hour or 40 minutes to eat your lunch. And when you get into a restaurant, you are hoping to find a seat immediately and to get order your food and enjoy a meal. But to your shock, there's no vacant seats at all. All of the tables, wherever you look, are jam-packed with people. There's no place to rest your mind, no place for you to prepare for the next upcoming lesson. And so when you get into that restaurant, all you can do is stand there and wait 5 to 30 minutes for vacant seats, which, to be honest, is a long time. And you don't really have that time to wait that long for a seat. Let's not go into the fact that you need to still have to order food for you to eat. So this is the problem here. There's just overcrowding happening everywhere when you need seats immediately. And because of this, we went and asked a lot of people for their opinions about an overcrowded restaurant, especially the place at Laplace. So when we asked them, what are the issues you face during peak hours in Laplace? Everybody, almost 55.5% of the people say that it's because of long queues and overcrowding. And when we asked them, would you eat at Laplace when you're in a rush or when you're busy? And people 66.6% say yes, although it's not on a daily basis, but 3 to 5 times per week or 1 to 2 times per week is still evident. And this is like a cascading effect because you want more people to go to Laplace because it's convenient, but at the same time, when you're in a rush, you get there, but you realize that you can't get any seats. So even though you desire to get there and enjoy the meal there, you realize that it's a cascading effect because the more you go, the more people that desire to go there causes more overcrowding. And when overcrowding happens, it causes the next batch of people who want to go there to be stuck in the same traffic as well. So this is a very prominent problem that we have to solve. So you might ask, what is the hidden cost of overcrowding? Well, the hidden cost of overcrowding is the loss of study time because a lot of the time is used on waiting for vacant seats and ordering meals. Due to the longer queues and unclean table, that makes your appetite less receptive to food. And not to mention student frustration because students have to wait on queues plus no seats, and hence they will be late for classes. So when we are trying to understand the users, we realize that a lot of the users that use this cafeteria or the Laplace restaurant are students, the cafeteria staff, and cleaning staff. All of these three parties play hand in hand to keep this system running. Now students, they have no seats, and because of the long waiting time and unclean tables, they aren't able to eat in a comfortable environment, not to mention might even be late for their classes. As for staff, since they are overcrowding and a lot of people are waiting in places where they can stand, it's very difficult for them to identify dishes that are not clean, tables that are not clean, especially like gravies, as it's not very that obvious. Last but not least, we have cleaning staff. They don't even get any notification on where are those dirty tables, not to mention the trash that might be on the ground. So there are a lot of these factors a lot of these uses that we have to understand. So when we are defining our challenge, our problem statement is overcrowding causes delays and frustration during peak hours. The root cause is the lack of seats availability, a very manual ordering system where you have to queue one by one and only one server is serving at a time, which is very time consuming and not efficient at all. The long queue can also occupy a lot of spaces where people that makes the place a lot more crowded than it should be, and delayed cleaning response due to the lack of reminders and notification system. So when we come to Tree's contradiction analysis, we figure out that there are two main things that we need to improve on, which is speed and productivity. Speed can be improved by increasing serving, and productivity works hand in hand with speed, because when we have productivity, we can improve speed as well, the speed of serving the customers. However, when it comes to increasing productivity, it means that the internal system that runs this, that upholds this productivity, must be improved as well. But as you can see, it doesn't work because there are hygiene issues that must be solved. A lot of the tables overcrowding that must be solved, but isn't being solved. And there are also overcrowding that happens because as more people get served, they have to find seats. Of course, we cannot force them to eat faster, right? So these are all of the contradictions that we have to solve. So as you can see here, there is this tug of war between improving parameters and the worsening parameters. So after we have identified those, we have decided on 4 principles that could help us. First is segmentation, dividing the restaurant into different dining zones. Those who are in a rush, so they would naturally eat faster. Those who are there to hang out. Those who have brought their own food, or maybe those who are just there to study. These are the four these are the 4 zones that we can use to segment these students in order to improve the overall functionality of the entire limited space that we have. Next is principle 10, the preliminary action, which is the food pre-ordering system that allows people to reduces the queue that is in front of the counters, and also allows the servers to use their time more efficiently. Instead of waiting for the rush hour to arrive, the rush hour is divided into evenly so that it wouldn't be even called rush hour because their time can be used wisely as people can order beforehand before the lunchtime. Thirdly is feedback system, which is the cleaning alerts. This is a system especially for staff who needs to clean the table, but it's very hard to do so because of low visibility due to overcrowding. Next is SmartQueue prototype. Is our SmartQueue prototype that combines real-time seat monitoring using cameras, food pre-ordering, queue management, digital payment for convenience, and cleaning notification system. And testing and feedback, we figured that faster ordering, easier seat finding, and can improve our convenience. And further improvements can be made using sensors, adoption rate, which is what we call the time that we need in order for this system to be familiarized by all the parties at hand, and also the implementation cost, like the sensors that are needed, the extra infrastructure that is needed, which I will go into later. So the final proposed solution is that we realized all of these factors require an infrastructure in order for them to thrive on. So just like how a plant requires soil to grow, to germinate, all of these features need a website to grow as well. So by using a website, we can allow cloud service to be the core driver of all of these solutions. So we can integrate dining management platform, seat tracking, pre-ordering, queue management, cashless payment, and a reward system. This will really drive the morale of all the students who eat there. Although maybe the solutions are not completely 100% safe proof, but at least the reward system will keep them happy and satisfied with the time that they have wasted. And this is our prototype website designed in Figma. As you can see, you have to log in first, and after you have logged into your website, you see the time on the right hand corner, available seats on the leftmost middle row, followed by occupied seats, the AI analysis of whether it is considered vacant, a lot of empty seats, or there are a lot of occupied seats. And it also does analysis on the amount of waiting time that you need in order to wait for the next vacant seat. You can also find your seats. You can also reserve your seat via find seats, order food, and redeem rewards. How SmartQueue works. After you have pressed on to search your seat, you get into this page where you see the green ones, which are vacant seats, the red ones, which are occupied seats, and the blue one, which are reserved seats. And after you have reserved your seat, you can choose to pre-order your food in the menu, where you can choose all of the selections, any of the selections that you want, and pre-order add them to cart. After you have added them to cart, you can pay via Touch and Go, and you can view your receipt in the home page. You can show the receipt to the counter at Laplace and get your food. This reduces queue time as well. And when you go there often enough, you accumulate points to get exclusive deals that would otherwise be unachievable. So the SDG goals for this is innovation and infrastructure, sustainable communities, responsible consumption. Why do I say innovation and infrastructure? Because first of all, we are designing a solution based on the resources that we have. Next is sustainable communities. Because we are building this on a confined space, we are using the resources that we have to solve our solution. So in a way, it is very sustainable for our community. The third one is responsible consumption, because we are not like trying to build entire Laplace 2.0 to accommodate all of these features, but instead we are trying to solve it using solutions that are easy for us to access. And so we are being responsible to how we design it, and it's also somewhat correlated to consumption. Now for ESG, we are also reducing food waste. We are also providing a better environment for students. As system gets improved, people find it more comfortable because overcrowding occurs less. And then by using the website, we can also analyze data, how the regularities between students, to find points where we can improve on, where deals may appeal to more people, and how we can use these data to make the overall process better. So conclusion, by doing this, we make our solution feasible, scalable, user-centered, technology-driven, and I would like to end on this. Every student deserves a quick, comfortable, and stress-free dining experience. This way, they can get to their classes on time and also enjoy their meal, as should be the case. Thank you very much. You can also find our promotional video by scanning the QR code.